Tonight, I punch a monkey, someone steals the Statue of Liberty, and I watch a man get incinerated. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. In tonight's video, we will be getting the Platinum Trophy for Mass Effect 2. There are 45 trophies required for the Platinum, and most of these are story-related. And also by completing each companion's loyalty mission. Now, as much as I'd love to show every companion's side quest, it would make this video an extra hour long, so we'll do my best just to show the best ones. With all that out of the way, let's start. Our journey begins by telling us that this game is set just 1 month after the first game. Happy days, not much should have changed. As usual, we are out in space, hunting for Geth. That is until an unknown ship appears. Pause a second, I thought Joker was some unreal pilot. We are getting shot at and he doesn't even do the DayZ zigzag. Anyway, this ends up killing several of the crew, and the Normandy is getting ripped apart. Here we see Ashley running around like a headless chicken until we see she was just getting the main man himself.
No. Wait.
I then tell Ashley to get aboard the escape pod while I go to grab Joker. We get another shot of the Normandy. Let's be honest, I could run my way around this ship blindfolded, so finding Joker will be easy. But the extent of the damage is crazy. One blast has ruined my ship, so I grab Joker by his crippled arm and yank him out of his seat, because he moves at the speed of a snail. However, by the time I get his ass into the escape pod, they fire another shot, and well. This leads to me dying a slow and agonizing death. So you know what, Joker, fuck you. Looks like I'll be playing as another character. We get the first trophy of the video for saving my crew from an attack. Wait a minute, I find myself waking up lying in some sort of lab. What the fuck is going on? Hold on, is that my shepherd waking up? What has happened? I have a few more scars than I remember, but here at least I'm alive. I then get armed up again and head out. I find myself fighting off mechs before I find a soldier. He tells me his name is Jacob. He doesn't tell me too much at the minute, just that we need to find a woman called Miranda and get off the space station. But after following my new mate, we find another soldier named Wilson, and he says it was Miranda who betrayed us. I mean, I don't trust anyone here at the minute. But Jacob decides to spill the beans. He says they are Cerberus, a strictly human-based organization who will do whatever they can to defend humanity. I did run into them in the first game briefly. He also tells me that I was dead, and they brought me back using billions of credits, robotic implants and other shit. This turned out to be called Project Lazarus. For anyone wondering what this is like, imagine waking up after dying and finding out the Nazis saved you. Cerberus are not good at all. But as we leave the station, we find Miranda. Okay, she seems nice.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
Turns out Wilson was the traitor. On board the shuttle heading to another base, they both tell me that I've been dead for 2 years, so that's fucked. We finally make it to this new station. Once inside, I meet the leader of Cerberus, the elusive man. He then tells me that human colonists are being abducted by an unknown organization. But I mean, it's obviously something to do with the Reapers.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
So he says if I head to the colony and find no evidence, I can go about my business. We then get a trophy for returning to active duty. Me and the gang touch down on Freedom's Progress. While looking around, we find no humans but some Quarians here.
Stop right there!
Braza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
Yeah, I'd recognize that voice anywhere. So turns out Tali and her people came here to recover another Quarian named Vitor. So I agree to help. But while searching for clues, the other Quarians tried find Vitor and ended up activating a heavy mech. And well-lays just say, Quarians aren't the best fighters. But me and my new squad managed to fuck the heavy mech up without any trouble. It's here we find Vita, and he is tripping balls right now. But he does show us some CCTV footage, and turns out these bug-looking things are called collectors. They are the ones kidnapping humans.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
But I let Tali take Vita away as we all leave the planet. Turns out the elusive man already knew it was the collectors. But because he is a prick, he never said. So we then have to build a team of the best soldiers, scientists, assassins and mercenaries in the galaxy to take down the collectors.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Yeah, Joker is back. Just don't get me fucking killed again. But the elusive man has one last gift for us.
They only told me last night.
It's Brittany, bitch. And I am back.
Also on board, we have an AI called EDI. We get a trophy here for finding 100% of planets in an unexplored area. Another trophy for finishing a mission discovered on an unexplored world. I then decide to head back to the Citadel, just to let everyone know I'm not actually dead. Plus, I want to call Udina a cunt again. Once on board, I quickly recruit Kasumi a thief. Honestly, lads, she's boring, so forget about her. Further in, we meet the captain of Citadel Security, Captain Bailey, and he will show up a few more times. He then gives me the location of Anderson. We get a trophy here for unlocking 15 codex entries. We then meet up with our old boss Anderson, and even after 2 years of being dead, this man still has our back as he argues on our behalf to the entire council, and with his help, I am reinstated as a member of the Spectres. You know what that means, lads? More war crimes are being committed. Unfortunately, I can't stay though, as I'm too busy saving the world and the council are useless as always. We then get 2 trophies. The first one for getting 30 headshot kills, and the second one for earning Kasumi's loyalty. Our team then head to Omega, as it has several of the people we need to start building our team. Once we land, we are given an Omega welcome, as we see one of our new crewmates Zayed is kicking the fuck out of his bounty. And if you're wondering what he is like, this one clip sums it up. After that is handled, we head inside to a nightclub called Afterlife, as this is where Omega's owner Aria stays. She then gives us another warm welcome. Can everyone stop pointing guns at me?
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Everyone then settles down, and she tells me where to find the people I am looking for. I then meet with a mercenary, as they are hunting someone called Archangel. But I plan on helping him, so I pose as hired muscle to help. Once we arrive close to where he is, the merc tells us that 3 different mercenary companies are chasing Archangel. So looks like we are in for one big fight. I then manage to take out a guard before he can fully repair the gunship. This should help us later on. The mercs launch another attack, but we use this as the perfect chance to kill the mercs and reach Archangel. After killing them all, we finally come face to face with our new friend.
Shepard. I thought you were dead.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah!
No fucking way, it's my boy Garrus. But no time for talk, as the mercs launch another attack. So by using the bridge as a choke point, and the fact that Shepard and Garrus actually can't lose a fight, we just mow these guys down with no trouble at all. Another merc team, however, managed to find a way to flank us with a massive Krogan leading their team. So I swap to the trusty grenade launcher and obliterate his mates, and then use the Geth shotgun to ruin his day. Finally, we can leave this place. Oh fuck, not Garrus. At least he got himself into some cover.
No! No!
I then destroy that fucking gunship. If Garrus dies here, I'm uninstalling this game, lads.
He's not gonna make it.
We do get a trophy for recruiting Archangel. Jacob's then telling me that it doesn't look good, and we will probably lose him. Yeah, he isn't dying that easy. We get another trophy for maxing out your ability. Next up, we go to recruit Mordin, a Solarian scientist. Turns out he is in a zone covered with a plague, but humans are immune. So just another reason why we are the best. I get a trophy here for hitting 20 targets with multiple abilities, but we then find an injured Batarian, and because I'm actually a good guy, I decide to heal him. He still hates me though. This entire area, however, is crawling with Vorcha, which is a new race of alien added into this game, and they exist only to kill and have the average IQ of 3. But after raising my kill count by another 100, we find our doctor.
Don't recognize you from area. Too well armed to be refugees, no mercenary uniform, quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Fortune? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Fortune a symptom, not a cause.
Surgeon! Dr. Hahn! I am a surgeon!
Honestly, guys, if you play this game and don't like Mordin, you need to have a good look at yourself. He is a complete whack job, and also hilarious. But he tells us that we have to inject the cure into a machine and then turn the fans back on to get the cure ventilating this area. And well, I made a cure last game, so why not another one? We get another trophy here for setting 20 enemies on fire, but once we are able to reach the main room, we see it is full of Vorcha. Oh, they told me they are working for the collectors. Instantly see what I mean, 3 IQ. But I could show you me killing them for 5 minutes, or us simply injecting the cure, followed by us fixing the fan. Back at Mordin's clinic, we tell him about the cure, and he finally agrees to join us. We get a trophy here for recruiting Mordin. I then get another trophy for finishing some research. So I have another talk with Mordin, and he talks about an old friend of his.
I worked with an SDG captain named Kirahi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Vermeer.
Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line.
I understood that reference.
After that, we head out with Zaid to kill an old friend of his. He's been hunting down for 20 years. I wonder how it will go.
2 seconds later.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't my fault he got away, but we get a trophy for completing his loyalty mission, another trophy for using disrupting 25 enemy shields, and a trophy for beating 5 missions on undiscovered worlds. We then head to a space station, turned into a prison, and it's run by the Blue Sun mercenaries, who I definitely didn't kill like 100 of on Omega. Once on board, they say that we need to hand over our guns, and that's a big no from me. But they do allow us inside, as we are buying a prisoner called Jack to join the squad. But to no one's surprise, they try to capture us alive, as we would be worth a lot of money to a lot of people. But fuck that, we start to kill any guards in our way while trying to find Jack. After small gunfights, we come across the controls to release Jack.
That's Jack?
So turns out, Jack is actually an angry bald lady with crazy biotics.
I'm sorry, Baldy.
You can call me Baldy or like. Don't bother me.
I didn't call you Baldy.
It will be easy to find her, we just follow the carnage. We carry on gunning down all the inmates and guards who fight us until we find the warden.
But you're too much trouble. At least I can recapture Jack.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Who I destroy with one magazine. We eventually catch up with Jack, and she is all sorts of pissed off, as Cerberus used to run experiments on her as a child, in case you needed another reason to call the elusive man a dick. But we get a trophy for recruiting Jack. I then head to a Cerberus facility and talk to Gavin Archer, who tells me that her AI has gotten out of control and it needs to be stopped, so I take the Firewalker ship out for a drive. But once as the facility, we find Gavin's brother David. They were experimenting on him, because he could understand the Geth.
I just want to talk to him.
Why do you have a shotgun?
I just want to talk to him.
Dad, this is ridiculous!
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
It is not his fault.
I just want to shoot him. I just want to talk to him.
You can't shoot him!
So I hit the twat a slap and tell him I'm sending his brother to Grissom Academy, where they look after people like David. But we get a trophy for finishing Project Overlord. So we head to the planet Corlus, next to find our new squad mate, but we find ourselves killing more Blue Suns. Can these guys take a fucking day off? After that, we talk to a Krogan who says he was made in a tank, like other Krogan on this planet, and that we need to find Okeer, the one who makes these Krogan. So the nice gentleman clears the path for us, and we head on our way. We get a trophy for incinerating 25 shields. I then add another 4 to my Blue Sun's kill count. We finally meet Okeer, and he says that this Krogan in the tank is the perfect specimen, and he will only follow us if we help him save it. But the mercs flood the room with gas, so we rush down to stop them. This involves destroying the leader straight away and also spamming a rocket launcher at the mechs.
Get ready for close combat!
Once back in the room, we see Okeer died from the gas while saving the new Krogan.
Oh no! Anyway, last week...
So looks like I am adopting a Krogan. Back on the Normandy, Miranda and a few others are telling me not to open the tank and release the Krogan. Seriously, how fucking stupid do these people think I am?
2 seconds later.
Male.
Okay, wasn't my best decision. Maybe I can save this. So he calls himself Grunt, And in exchange for letting him kill things, he joins us. We get a trophy for recruiting Grunt, so the dickhead has another mission for me since our squad is getting bigger, and he says that a human colony called Horizon is about to be attacked. So I check in with Morden to see if he has thought of a way to counter the Collector swarms. On the colony, however, we see Ashley is there, but the Collector ship has just arrived. And here we finally see a Collector up close, so me and the squad land, and we have some bugs to kick the shit out of.
I think something stinks in here!
I love the smell of flowers.
Yeah? How do you like the smell of flames?
Straight away, we find ourselves fighting through squads of them and other Reaper abominations. But we push hard through the colony, searching for survivors. We get a trophy here for destroying 25 barriers with warp. Inside the actual colony, we find a straggler who is hiding, and he says we can activate the defense cannons to try destroy the ship. So I decide to do just that. Obviously, the Collectors send more enemies at us in an attempt to stop the cannons being activated, but we get ourselves in a defensive position and just gun down Collectors and husks, one after the other. That is until this ugly thing appears.
Started blasting. Bang! Bang!
So I decide to use all my heavy ammo on him. But once I'm out, I swap to my trusty hand cannon to finish the job. We see the cannons, then start to fire at the ship, which makes it fuck off. Right here is when Ashley shows up and reminds us all why she is hated by half the community, as me and Garrus tell her multiple times we are only with Cerberus to stop the Collectors, and that's it. But she throws the toys out of the pram and storms off.
Women.
We get a trophy for saving the colony. Once again, the elusive man congratulates me for being amazing, but he does let it slip that he told the Collectors Ashley was there, so he uses people as bait as well, so I call him a cunt again. But also, we have to find a way to the Collector homeworld. So while he works on that, I keep building the team. Admiral Hackett, the leader of the Alliance, and technically my boss, then hits me up and says he needs me to rescue a friend of his, Dr. Kenson, because anytime anyone has a problem, they may as well call Shepard. But he tells me that Kenson discovered an imminent Reaper invasion, so I arrive at Aratote on my own, as this seems to be a deep covert operation. So I slip inside, and like Prime Captain Price, I take out a few guards with ease. After this is I knock out the guard holding Kenson, and then free her. The base is now alert, which means we have to fight our way out as usual, to be honest. So I kill several guards while Kenson hacks all the doors. Finally, we are able to board a shuttle and escape. On the shuttle, she tells me that all of the Reapers are planning to invade by coming through the mass relay in Batarian space, which will lead to everyone getting fucking slaughtered. So we can't let that happen. We plan to do this by crashing our asteroid into the mass relay, and that will not allow them to travel through it. Once on board, we see that they have a Reaper artifact out in the open, and no protection.
I'm kind of retarded.
You know, this can make you indoctrinated, Kenson. I then get shown a vision of the Reaper invasion. Fuck, we better stop this now.
I can't let you start the project, Shepard.
Oh, give me a bloody break, so Kenson is under Reaper control now. But I disarm the bitch, and then duck into cover. It's right here, lads, where Shepard decides to give Noble 6 a run for his money, as I just have to survive for as long as I can. I'm using everything I have to stay alive. But eventually, either Reaper Tech just fucking knocks me out, so I report him for hacking. I then wake up for the second time this game in a lab. But this time, I hit a left-right goodnight on these two guards. I manage to find the control room and reactivate the asteroid so it can destroy the mass relay. This will result in 300,000 dead Batarians, but it has to be done. But Kenson is trying to blow up the reactor, so I kill a few of the remaining guards and confront the twat.
No, we cannot.
Fuck me, Shepard has spent more time unconscious than awake this game, but with the asteroid close to crashing into the relay, I try Radio Joker, but the communications are damaged too. I rush outside, and finally I'm able to get in contact with him, so I get on board and we get the fuck out of here, just as the relay explodes. But we once again stop the Reapers from invading.
Please, oh please let me win one time!
Admiral Hackett then boards the Normandy and tells me good job, on killing 300,000 people. He does say once I stop the Collectors, I will have to answer for this, but right now we can celebrate stopping the Reapers again. We then got a trophy for fully upgrading a weapon. We then get a trophy for earning Jacob's loyalty. Turns out Grunt is angrier than usual, so we plan to take him to Tuchanka, the Krogan home world, to see what's wrong. We then arrive at Tuchanka, and well,
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
But I try take Grunt to the clan leader. I wonder who it is.
Shepard, my friend.
We are back, baby. We are fucking back. We are back. Classic. We are back.
So Rex offers a place to Grunt in his clan if he can prove himself, but this other twat doesn't like that. Rex tells us that Grunt is just growing up, and this is basically puberty. Garrus has a good idea though.
Adolescence. Can't we just take him to Omega and buy him a few dances?
But we go ask the clan shaman, can we undergo the trials to prove Grunt is ready? And again, the other twat isn't a fan, so I tell him to fuck up the Krogan way.
Grunt is alive.
This allows us to go to the proving grounds, and we just kill whatever appears. Oh, for fuck's sake, of course it is. So a Thresher Maw appears, but once again I use all my heavy ammo and wipe it out with ease. This gets me a trophy for killing the Thresher Maw, but the dickhead who doesn't like Grunt appears and asks him to join his clan instead. Well, I'm sure Grunt will settle this diplomatically.
That's the problem. I'm pure Krogan. Who think you were the pretender?
So yeah, I just fuck this guy up with a laser, while Grunt and Garrus wreck every other Krogan in sight. We get a trophy for gaining Grunt's loyalty. This now means Grunt has become Urdnot Grunt, which makes Rex basically his uncle. Staying on the planet, we then head with Mordin to find his old apprentice, who has been captured by another Krogan clan. Once at the facility, we see that his apprentice Malin has been running experiments to cure the genophage. But Malin has been running these tests on captured subjects who are still alive, which pisses Mordin off just a tiny bit. We then come face to face with the Krogan who kidnapped Malin. But I've had enough of Krogans for one day. After cooking some toasted Krogan, I kill a few more enemies. I have a quick chat with Mordin, and he still says the genophage was the right thing to do at the time, but maybe one day they can cure it. Deeper into the facility, we see Malian hasn't been captured and is doing this voluntarily, as he regrets his role in the genophage.
You can't face the truth, can you? Can't admit that your brilliant mind led you to commit an atrocity!
Mordin isn't taking no shit from him today though, as his experiments were cruel, but just before he blows his head off I tell him not to kill him.
Wait, you don't need to do this, Mordin. You're not a murderer.
No, not a murderer. Thank you, Shepard.
So Malin fucks off, and we decide to keep his research data, so Mordin can cure the genophage. We get a trophy for earning Mordin's loyalty. I then go to help Garrus with a little problem, so after I was killed, Garrus made a squad, but eventually they were betrayed, and he has tracked down the Turian who done it. But as I tell him, this isn't like Garrus at all. So, I try talk him out of it, but he isn't changing his mind, so I distract him while Garrus takes aim. But last second, I tell the man not to move, and I explain that if he moves, he will get the JFK treatment. But Garrus does forgive him eventually, and tells him that they better not meet again.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Thanks, Shepard, for everything.
This gets us a trophy for earning Garrus's loyalty. Oh yeah, I then find out Mordin sings What the Fuck.
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
I bloody love Mordin. The elusive cunt then tells me that the collector ship has been disabled by Turians. Yeah, okay, pal. I trust you as far as I can throw you right now. But he says it is the best chance to find out how the collectors make it to their home world, as every other ship that passes through their relay gets destroyed. So Joker brings us close to the ship, so I bring Grunt and Garrus, because Shepard always needs a Krogan and Turian at his side. Searching the ship, we just find piles of dead bodies, and even deeper inside we find collector bodies. And EDI runs a test, and finds out they have Protheon DNA, meaning they used to be Protheons. We finally get to the heart of the ship, and wow. They plan to fill every one of those pods with humans. We start to hack the ship for info, and of course it's a fucking trap.
That can't be good.
But I try out my new gun on the collectors and teach them the human saying spray and pray. We carry this on, and honestly, we're going to make these collectors extinct the amount we are killing. It's here where EDI tells us that the Turians never destroyed this ship, and the elusive Dick set us up. I'm going to ram that cigarette he is smoking down his throat, the twat.
Uh-oh, Richard! Oh!
But now isn't the time, as we have to fight our way out, killing husks, collectors, Reaper abominations, all while Grunt is laughing and enjoying this. Eventually, we are able to retreat back to the shuttle and get back to the Normandy, and before the ship can fire on us again, Joker jumps us out of the system. This gets us a trophy for investigating the abandoned ship. I then call the elusive prick a prick for not telling us it was a trap. Like, just fucking tell us beforehand and it's all good.
Polite, get the fuck out of my sight before I demolish you.
But me and the crew discuss what to do next, and I say we continue building the team. Now, to do Jack's loyalty mission, we head to destroy the Cerberus facility she grew up in. Now, the main reason I am showing this is because see this weapon on my back? I had never used it before, and obviously, looking back at it, does in fact look like a nuclear bomb, but there's no way you can carry a nuke around with you. Inside the facility, we find some scavengers, so I decide to use my new toy. We then find another person here, and he also grew up here, but he wants to restart the facility where Jack wants to blow it up. I'm sure you can guess what happened. We get a trophy for earning Jack's loyalty, and also a trophy for earning Miranda's. Miranda's loyalty mission is just saving her sister, so nothing special. I swear, half of this game is Shepard, just running around doing favors for his crew.
People say I am the best boss. They go, God, we've never worked in a place like this before. You're hilarious. And you get the best out of us. I think that pretty much sums it up.
We then head to Ilium, which is the Asari homeworld here. We have multiple people to recruit. Right as we land, though, a woman approaches us and says the Liara has ordered that our entire visit has been paid for, and also to meet her when we can. So I head right there. Turns out our favorite doctor is now an information broker. She buys and sells useful info such as where my body was. She gave the information to Cerberus, and that's how they rebuilt me. But she is at war with the Shadow Broker, and I agree to give her a hand since she saved my life. So we agree to head to her apartment that night. Arriving at her place, we see the police are investigating a crime, so that's cock-blocked us tonight, lads. But another Spectre then says someone tried kill Liara. So after looking around, we find Liara was in contact with a Solarian, and he had information on the Shadow Broker, and that's why she was attacked. So we track down where they were going to meet. Oh shit, the place was bombed. And wait, it's called the Trade Center, really. Look to any Americans watching. I am not making a joke about any trade centers or towers getting blown up. Blame BioWare, not me. Once inside, we are greeted by the Shadow Broker's small army, but we fight our way through to try find Liara. We breach the door, but all we see is our new friend standing over a dead merc. That is until Liara shows up and tells us what's going on. The Spectre lady tried kill Liara, so fuck it. Fuck, Shepard's getting too old for this. So the blue lady makes a run for it while Liara gives chase, but eventually she gets to her shuttle and flies off. But never giving up a chase, we do the same. So we then have a chase through busy streets using flying cars. This reminds me of something. Nope, can't remember what, but eventually the bitch crashes. So we land and confront her. Even though she is a hostage, me and Liara know each other long enough to pull of this old maneuver.
Now, Liara.
We defeat her with ease after this, by the way, and use her to find the Shadow Broker's ship. The reason why Liara wants the Shadow Broker, however, is he captured her old friend Ferron, and Ferron also helped locate my body. So we owe him a rescue. We then find his flying fortress. We are able to get ourselves on board with relative ease. Once inside is different, we have tons of guards, so as we do every mission, we shoot our way through the ship, gunning down anyone who stands in our path. That is until we find Ferron trapped, and he can't be released from here or he will die. We must confront the Shadow Broker. We get a trophy here for confronting the Shadow Broker. What the fuck is that thing? He is like General Grievous with those forearms.
Hi.
But after taunting him, He gets slightly pissed off and throws the table, wiping out Grunt. Side note, I know it was for gameplay reasons, but hitting Grunt with a table would be like flicking a T-Rex. Turns out he has a bulletproof shield, so we take a leaf out of Saren's book and go old school. Oh shit, Shepard. With the overhand, right? But after smacking him around, Liara finally finishes him off. This causes a power outage, and all of the Shadow Broker's agents start panicking, but here we see Liara steps up and becomes the new Shadow Broker. So yeah, she basically knows everyone's secrets, which will be handy in the future. But back to recruiting, we are hunting down an assassin called Thane, and that leads to us Asari women, who we met in the first game briefly. I wonder where this guy is.
Stay put. When I'm finished dealing with this nuisance, you and I are going to...
Fuck, this guy is good. So yeah, turns out he is a Drell, and he is dying of a rare condition only his species have. So he will join me for free. We get a trophy for recruiting Thane. I then get word of a Asari woman who I need to recruit, and I think I just found her.
Tell me what I need to know, and I will be gone from here.
I'm gonna come.
Yes, recruit her right now. Pay her whatever she wants, she can join. Oh, I need to just help her kill someone and she will join me, that's easy.
2 seconds later.
So Samara here, as she is called, swears her oath to follow me. We get a trophy for recruiting Samara. We then head to Bailey at CSEC, as Thane's son is going to assassinate someone just like his old man used to, and Bailey can point us in the right direction. Me and Thane go good cop, bad cop on this guy, to find out who his son is trying to kill, but I use a rather unique threat to get the info.
I'm done being patient. Give me a name or I'll cut your balls off and sell them to a Krogan.
Thane then shows why he is slightly overpowered.
Yes. Grant me forgiveness.
So we manage to track Thane's son, Kolyat, and stop him before he kills his target. But it takes a slap around the face to make him realize he isn't that guy, pal. So Thane and his son become friends again, and my days of being a therapist are over. We get a trophy for earning Thane's loyalty. Next up, we have to help Samara. So turns out the Asari have a rare condition, where when they have sex, they kill the person they fuck.
I volunteer as tribute!
I have to resist Samara's daughter Morinth until we are alone, and we can kill her, as she is extremely dangerous. So I instantly head into the nightclub and start dropping some riz on her.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I f***ing hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
You want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby and I want you alone.
She tries to mind control me here to do whatever she wants, but Shepard isn't a simp and resists the sexy blue lady. Respectfully, lads, if that's me in that scenario, I'm folding like a deck chair.
To us, raw and wriggling.
So yeah, Samara shows up, and we double-team Morinth. And this leads to her death. This gets us a trophy for earning Samara's loyalty. We then head to the planet Haestrom to find our old friend Tali, and it wouldn't be a Tali mission without some Geth, so we kill them for old time's sake. But inside a destroyed building, we find a terminal and speak with Tali. She says her people are all dead, and she is surrounded by Geth. But as we head out to find her, we see Kal Riegar is still alive, and he is trying to distract the Geth. But I tell him I've got this covered. After dropping a nuke, I kill the last few Geth. Face to face with Tali, she says they were on a mission to recover more Geth technology. What a shocker. But we tell Kal Riegar she is coming with us from now on. This gets us a trophy for recruiting Tali. But finally we find a destroyed Reaper and plan to steal the tech from it so we can get to the Collector homeworld. Once inside, we are greeted by husks almost immediately, and we quickly gun them twats down. Deeper inside the ship, we find some decorations the Reapers have left out, since they love some human on a stick.
I want to go home. I want to go home!
But we do begin sweeping the ship, and our fuck this Geth is going to kill me.
Shepard, Commander.
So we are getting surrounded by more husks here, and abominations of all kinds are attacking us. And both Garrus and Tali get dropped, but I regain my composure, revive them, and finish the last enemies. Our new Geth friend opens the door for us and then gets knocked out, but we quickly destroy the Reaper core and exfil before the ship explodes. And yeah, we carry our new friend along with us. Love how me and Garrus just float his ass into the Normandy, by the way.
We're clear. Go.
We do get a trophy for finding Geth technology. Back on board, everyone is freaking out that I'll do something stupid and activate him again. Like I know it worked with Grunt, but I wouldn't activate a Geth.
2 seconds later.
Yeah, I totally activated the Geth guys. So this new Geth calls himself Legion, and he tells us that some Geth hate the Reapers and others worship them, but he wants to join us and help stop the Reapers and free the other Geth. So after killing 1 million Geth, already, I become friends with one. Our next mission brings us to the Quarian fleet as Tali has been accused of treason, and once on board their main ship, I'm quickly reminded at how fucking chilled the Quarians are.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aborted. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Turns out the captain of the ship Tali is working on isn't allowed to defend her in this trial, so looks like it's up to Shepard. Quick side note about the law. Quarians take the last name of the ship they work on, so they had Tali's last name changed to Vast Normandy, sort of as an insult. But come on, who doesn't want to work on the Normandy? We get all the cool jobs and commit war crimes for free. So she is accused of smuggling working Geth into the fleet, and those Geth have overrun a Quarian ship and killed everyone on board, including Tali's father. As always, I'll go clean the mess up, so we head to the other ship and start gunning down all the Geth in sight. But after killing all Geth on board, we find Tali's father killed. Turns out he was the one who started fucking about with the Geth, and they came alive and killed everyone. Basically, every Quarian seems to do that at some stage. But we do manage to find the evidence to clear Tali's name, but this will condemn her father, and she doesn't want to do it. But I rock back to the trial, and not wanting to ruin her father's name, I pull out all the stops to try clear her name.
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial. Tali'Zorah saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
Of course, after a speech like that, we manage to clear her name, and we actually have a nice moment in this game full of doom and gloom.
Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Come on, Tali'Zorah Vast Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
We get a trophy for earning Tali's loyalty. We go with Legion next to a Geth ship and learn some valuable information about the Geth.
You know, it's just our heat emissions that are hidden, right? They could look out a window and see us coming.
Windows are structural weaknesses. Geth do not use them.
Inside the old ship, Legion plans on rewriting the Geth. So, while he does this, I play a game of Geth Tower Defense. If you get that joke, you're a real one. So we just have to hold our position long enough for Legion to finish. Once this is done, we have to sprint for our lives, as the ship will partly explode. But killing Geth is second nature at this point, and we make it out with no fuss. We get a trophy for earning Legion's loyalty. So after we install the Reaper tech in our ship, it's not 100% ready for the next mission. We decide to take the shuttle. So the gang all jump in and wait who the fuck invited Jacob.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
EDI then says to Joker that the Reaper tech is broadcasting our location to something. Oh shit, we now play as Joker. And yes, this is him top speed, but as he strolls around, we see Reaper forces on board the Normandy.
Shit!
EDI says I need to let her take control of the ship if we want to save the ship. So I work my way around the Normandy until I get to the engine room and give her control. But she gets us out of the system. Miranda isn't too happy.
You lost everyone and damn near lost the ship too?
I know, alright, I was here.
Since our crew is fully assembled, I see no reason why we can't go save our people. Here the elusive Plank hypes me up before we leave.
I knew we brought you back for a reason. I've never seen a better leader.
But finally, Joker brings us through the Omega relay. This gets us a trophy for launching the suicide mission. Once arriving at the Collector homeworld, we see hundreds of destroyed ships, and it makes sense why no one returns from here. But Collector ships start following and firing at the Normandy, but with our upgrades, Joker can destroy them easily. We finally get eyes on our target. Here, they send out the Collector ship that destroyed the first Normandy, but thanks to Garrus, we got some new guns to play with. We suffer some damage from the explosion, and also the fact that Joker crashes nearly every time he flies. So we crash land on the main Collector base, so we get the crew ready for a fight, and we create a plan. Firstly, we need someone to enter through the vents and open both doors for our 2 squads. So I nominate Tali, as she is a tech genius.
I won't let you down.
Next, we need someone to lead the second squad who is experienced and commands respect. We all know who I picked, lads.
Garrus, you're in charge of the second team.
I give a speech to the team before we head out.
We don't know how many the Collectors have stolen. Thousands, hundreds of thousands. It's not important. What matters is this. Not one more. That's what we can do. Here, today. It ends with us. They want to know what we're made of? I say we show them, on our terms. Let's bring our people home.
As we exit the Normandy in our squads, I bring Grunt and Legion with me. Instantly, we find ourselves fighting Collectors, Husks, other Reaper forces and avoiding the Seeker swarms. But I have to help Tali get through each vent before she gets to the main area. So I get a few more kills. And after that, I open the last vent for her while she gets both doors open for the 2 squads.
We're in position. We need this door open, now!
Fuck it!
Here they come!
Suppressing fire! Don't let anyone through that door!
Nice work, Tali. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
After that, we find our remaining crew members in all of these pods, ready to be harvested, so me and the gang start to break them out and free them.
Shepard, you came for us.
No one gets left behind.
Chakwas tells us all that the colonists were grinded down into paste and passed through these tubes deeper inside the base. We then have to get past tons of Seeker swarms, and I tell Samara to create a biotic bubble for us to pass through while Garrus leads his squad, and we will get the doors open for them. But I also send Mordin back with the other crew members so he can make sure they get there safely. So we enter Samara's bubble and proceed to move throughout the base. We do stop though, as we are being swarmed by Husks and other enemies, but we hold our ground long enough to kill everything and carry on moving. Samara is starting to tire, however. As we nearly reach the door, we are getting attacked by more ground troops, so we have to pick this up. Yeah, Samara is a great crew member for 2 big reasons. I return the favor this time and get the door open for Garrus and the remaining crew before they are overrun and killed. But we have to leave everyone else behind here to slow the Collectors down, while I prime an explosive to destroy the base. So I take Tali and Jack, because they are pretty squishy in a firefight, and I don't want anyone dying. As our new trio head into the belly of the beast, we find out what the humans are needed for.
Not just any Reaper.
So I launch a nuke at the fucker, because why not? And this drops the Reaper down and destroys it.
It's safe. We are holding, but they keep coming. A quick exit is preferable.
So I order all the other squad mates to retreat to the Normandy, while I arm the bomb. Right now, the elusive wanker starts saying, we can use the technology in this base to stop the Reapers.
Shut up, bitch!
I tell him to suck a fat one and prime the explosives. Just as we go to leave, though, the Reaper isn't as dead as we thought, so I just mag dump everything into its weak spots. And eventually, it falls. Just saying that's 2 Reapers to my name, guys. But as he falls, he takes the platforms out, and I have to save Jack. After a lot of explosions, we wake up under a ton of rubble, so I get my squad back on their feet, and we start to move out. The rest of the crew are on board the Normandy, so we run for our lives right now, while Joker brings it down for a close pickup, and he even gets a few kills himself. But I have to make one last jump. Trophy here for surviving the suicide mission, but Joker gets us out of the system before the bomb goes off. We get another trophy for saving humanity. I also remind the elusive twat that he is indeed a twat, but also thank him for the new ship and crew, as I'll be calling the shots from now on.
From now on, I'm doing things my way, whether you agree or not.
Joker, lose this channel.
We get the last main trophy here for no one dying during the suicide mission, and with that, we finally unlock the Platinum, and the game ends with us seeing the full scale of the Reapers. So everyone that was the Platinum trophy for Mass Effect 2. Another brilliant game which picked up where the first game left off, but also improved it in many ways. It introduces us to many new characters we will see in the third game. So this game set up a lot for the third one. But hopefully you all enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.